Hello, class 6 students. Welcome back again in your SST class. Hope आप सभी अच्छे होंगे बच्चों. आज हम पढ़ेंगे chapter number 2, our country India. In previous class, we have discussed about universe, solar system and our earth. आज बच्चों अर्थ का ही एक हिस्सा है क्या? अर्थ का एक हिस्सा है हमारा देश भारत. चैप्टर नंबर 2, आवर कंट्री इंडिया. आवर कंट्री इंडिया. आई होप यू ऑल आर प्राउड टू बी इंडियंस. आप सभी को एक भारतीय होने पर गर्व होगा. Now we already know that India is a part of the continent Asia. बच्चों हम सभी को पता है जो पृथ्वी है वो दो हिस्सों में divided है. It is divided into land and water. Then land is further divided into 7 continents, and out of 7 continents we have Asia, and in Asia we have the country India. The lofty Himalayan range from the northern mountains wall, while the Indian Oceans, the Arabian Sea, and the Bay of Bengal surround it all sides. So, our country, India, is surrounded by what? It is surrounded by lofty Himalayan range. Now, from the northern mountain, and we have Indian Ocean, Arabian Sea, and Bay of Bengal surround to it all sides. There is variety in the climate. ठीक है बच्चों, from north to south to west to east, जितनी भी दिशाएं डायरेक्शन है बच्चों, we have 4 direction here. We have north, south, east and west. So हर जगह का climate differ करता है बच्चों. ठीक है? There is variety in the climate, vegetation, wildlife as well as in the language and the culture. जैसे कि जो जम्मू एंड कश्मीर के लोग, जैसे उनकी अटायर होगी, कपड़े होंगे, जैसे उनकी बोली होगी, उनका भोजन होगा, वो सिमिलर नहीं होगा साउथ के लोगों से. ठीक है? इन दिस डाइवर्सिटी वी फाइंड यूनिटी. और बच्चों भारत एक ऐसा देश है, कैसा है? यूनिटी इन डाइवर्सिटी वाला देश है, जहां टुगेदर वी आर इंडियंस, बट जब हम डिवाइड करते हैं तो somebody belongs to Jammu, some belongs to Maharashtra, some speak Marathi, some speak Urdu. So बच्चों बहुत ही ज्यादा वेरिएशन है, डाइवर्सिटी है, और साथ में हमारे पास यूनिटी भी है. इसीलिए जो भारत है ना, ये एक अनोखा यूनिक देश है. India has a population of around 121 crore as per census in 2011 बच्चों. और अभी जो इंडिया है, it is the most populous country all over the world. It is the second most populous country. So here we have one correction. Now it has become the first most populous country. First most populous country of the world. Now geographical location पढ़ेंगे बच्चों हम. Geographic locations are described using latitude and longitudes. The latitudinal extent of India stretches from 8 degree 4 north to 37 degree 17 north, और ये lie करता है between longitudes 68 degree 7 east and 97 degree 25 east. From this geographic location हम कहाँ पहुँचते हैं? कंक्लूजन पे पहुँचते हैं कि इंडिया जो है वो नॉर्दर्न हेमिस्फीयर में लाई करता है, and the Tropic of Cancer 23 degree 30 north divides the Indian landmass into two almost equal halves. Here you can see location of India in Asia. Here we have the continent, here we have the continent Asia, and here we have more countries such as China, we have Pakistan, we have Myanmar, Bangladesh, Nepal, and here is our country. You can see the visual of our country is like this. Now it is located in northern hemisphere. Here you can see the location of India on the globe. Now peninsular India below the Tropic of Cancer lies in the tropical zone, and the northern lie in somewhat continental in nature. Now situated to east of the prime meridian, India belongs to eastern hemisphere, और ये occupy करता है central position with respect to the longitudinal extent of eastern hemisphere. अब बच्चों एडवांटेजेस पढ़ेंगे ना. एडवांटेजेस ऑफ इंडियाज जियोग्राफिक लोकेशन. इट्स सेंट्रल लोकेशन बच्चों इसको बहुत सारी सेवरल एडवांटेजेस देती है. कौन कौन सी? इट वाज क्रेडल ऑफ वन ऑफ द 4 अर्लीस्ट सिविलाइजेशन नोन एज इंडस वैली सिविलाइजेशन, सिंधु घाटी सभ्यता और हड़प्पन सिविलाइजेशन. फ्रॉम एंशिएंट टाइम it enjoyed close trade and cultural contacts with the rest of the world. being ahead of India. Indian Ocean, its climate is shaped by winds blowing over the ocean, which pick up moisture in summer and cause a rainfall. बच्चों, Indian Ocean, जो एक महासागर है Indian Ocean, so it is the only ocean that is named after a country, that is our country, India. बिलो द हिमालयाज इज अ वास्ट प्लेन. ऊपर बच्चों सबसे ऊपर नॉर्थ में हिमालयाज है, माउंटेन्स है, और उसके बाद हमारे पास मैदानी क्षेत्र है. वी आर डिस्कसिंग अबाउट द फिजिकल फीचर्स ऑफ इंडिया. Okay, now the climate and the fertile soil helps to sustain more than 1 billion people who live in India. India has 16% of the world's total population and they give it many political advantages. चलिए बच्चों, जियोग्राफिक एक्सटेंट पढ़ते हैं एंड नेबर्स को पढ़ते हैं. ठीक है, चलिए पहले हम नेबर्स को मैप में देख लेते हैं. हियर वी हैव पाकिस्तान, देन वी हैव चाइना, then we have Nepal, here we have Bangladesh, here we have Bhutan, then we have Myanmar, then we have Bay of Bengal, okay, here we have Arabian Sea, here we have Andaman and Nicobar Island, and here we have our own island, that is Lakshadweep Island, and it is also our island, Andaman and Nicobar Island. So apart from the structure of map of India, we can see the neighboring country, and here is the geographical extent to India. The mainland of India extends from Kanyakumari in south at about 8 degree north to Kashmir in the north at about 37 degree. ठीक है, so here we have, आप लोग ने बच्चों गाना भी सुना होगा, कश्मीर टू कन्याकुमारी, which means from north to south. इसका एक्सटेंशन आपको दिया गया है बच्चों, इट्स अबाउट 37 डिग्री नॉर्थ, अबाउट 3,2100 किलोमीटर, और ये एक्सटेंड करता है फ्रॉम रन ऑफ कच्छ इन द वेस्ट अबाउट 68 डिग्री ईस्ट टू अरुणाचल प्रदेश इन द ईस्ट एट अबाउट 68 डिग्री ईस्ट टू अरुणाचल प्रदेश इन द ईस्ट अबाउट 97 डिग्री ईस्ट अबाउट 29 किलोमीटर. ठीक है, ओके. Now, India's land frontier from Gujarat to Kolkata, where northern boundaries is 15,200 kilometers. Now, the total land area of India is 3287,263 square kilometers, the seventh largest in the world. Cape Comorin near Kanyakumari is the southernest tip of mainland of India. But for the whole country, it is India Point located in the Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Now the southern India is almost perfectly triangular in shape. अब जो southern India है बच्चों, here you can see, इसका shape अगर आप देख पाएंगे तो आप देख सकते हैं ये triangular in shape है ना, ये triangular in shape है. ठीक है, so any piece of land that is covered by three sides of water, it is known as peninsula. So बच्चों ये देखिए, ये तीन साइड वाटर से कवर है, so ये एरिया आपका क्या हो जाता है, इंडियन पेनिनसुला आपका हो जाता है. ये हम लेटर पढ़ेंगे, डिस्कस करेंगे बच्चों, जब हम लैंड फॉर्म पढ़ेंगे तब हम इसके बारे में और ब्रीफली अच्छे से डिस्कस करेंगे. नाउ इंडिया एंड हर नेबर्स. बच्चों अब हम पढ़ेंगे इंडिया एंड हर नेबर्स. अब हम पढ़ने जा रहे हैं इंडिया और उसके पड़ोसी देश के बारे में. द हिमालयन रेंज सेपरेट इंडिया एंड इट्स नेबर फ्रॉम द रेस्ट ऑफ द एशिया. दिस along with the Nepal, Bhutan, Pakistan and Bangladesh, India forms a separate geographic unit as an Indian subcontinent. While India shares its land boundary with all of them have common borders with one another. Pakistan is in the northwest and India is in the center. Nepal is in the north. Bhutan is in the northeast. अभी हमने पढ़ा बच्चों, Bangladesh is in the east. We have seen it from this diagram. Okay. Now, other neighboring countries of India include China to the north and Sri Lanka and Maldives in the Indian Ocean in the south, and also shares a small corridor with Afghanistan. India political. Now, here we have the current updation. Like India is a union. India एक union है, 28 states and 8 union territories that include the national capital territory of India. Now the states and their capitals are, let us read them one by one. Here we have state and in bracket we have their capitals. Andhra Pradesh, Amravati, Arunachal Pradesh, Itanagar, Assam, Dispur, Bihar, Patna, Chhattisgarh, Raipur, Goa, Panaji, Gujarat, Gandhinagar, Haryana, Chandigarh, Himachal Pradesh, Shimla, Jharkhand, Ranchi, कर्नाटका, बेंगलुरु, केरला, तिरुवनंतपुरम, मध्य प्रदेश, भोपाल, महाराष्ट्र, मुंबई, मणिपुर, इम्फाल, मेघालय, शिलोंग, मिजोरम, ऐजवाल, नागालैंड, कोहिमा, उड़ीसा, भुवनेश्वर, पंजाब, चंडीगढ़, राजस्थान, जयपुर, सिक्किम, गैंगटॉक, तमिलनाडु, चेन्नई, त्रिपुरा, अगरतला, उत्तराखंड, देहरादून, उत्तर प्रदेश, लखनऊ, वेस्ट बंगाल, कोलकाता, Telangana, Hyderabad, and then we have 8 union territories and its capital, Andaman and Nicobar Island, and ports, Blair, Chandigarh, Dadra and Nagar Haveli, Silvassa and Daman and Diu, Daman, Ladakh, Leh, Lakshadweep, Kavarati, Puducherry, National Capital Territory of Delhi, Jammu and Kashmir, Srinagar. Here you can see political map of India. Okay, now here we have recently updated map of our country and its political division. Here you can see we have Ladakh, Jammu and Kashmir, Rajasthan, Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh. Then also we have here Chhattisgarh, Telangana. Here we have Tamil Nadu, Karnataka. So here you can see political division of our country India. Here we have two islands, Lakshadweep Island, and here we have Andaman and Nicobar Island. Okay. Now the 8 union territories and capital we have discussed. Do you know? क्या आपको पता है? 7 states in northeastern part of India are called seven sisters, and they are Arunachal Pradesh, Assam, Meghalaya, Mizoram, Nagaland, Manipur, and Tripura. बच्चों, ये जो 7 states हैं बच्चों ईस्टर्न पार्ट के, इन्हें 7 बहनें भी कहते हैं, 7 sisters भी कहते हैं. What are the states? They are Arunachal Pradesh, Assam, Meghalaya, Mizoram, Nagaland, Manipur, and Tripura. ठीक है बच्चों, अभी हमने क्या पढ़ा? हमने पॉलिटिकल डिवीजन पढ़ा, जिसमें हमने 28 स्टेट एंड कैपिटल्स पढ़े और 8 यूनियन टेरिटरीज उनके कैपिटल्स पढ़े. अब हम पढ़ेंगे फिजिकल डिवीजन के बारे में. Here you can see the physical division of India. India has a wide range of landforms. The diverse relief features of India are grouped in 5 main physical division. What are they? Here we have the northern mountain. Now let us write the direction. Okay, here we have the direction. चलिए अब आप ये देखिए the northern mountains. Northern mountains. Here we have the picture of northern mountains in this area. ये क्या है बच्चों? ये आपका northern mountains है. यहाँ आपको mountains मिलते हैं, पहाड़ी क्षेत्र ये है. Okay, then we have the northern plains. So plains at the northern side. So here ये बच्चों आपके मैदानी क्षेत्र हैं, ये आपके northern plain है. Okay, do it different color. So these are your northern plains. Then we have peninsular plateau that we have already discussed about the peninsular plateau. Here we have the peninsular plateau. Okay. Here we have the northern mountain. Here we have the northern plains, and then we have the great plateau. Now the coastal plain and the island. So these sides are your coastal plain and island. So these sides are coastal plain and these are your island. And the Great Indian Desert, so it is here. The Great Indian Desert is here. You can see the Great Indian Desert. So basically बच्चों, जो हमारा देश भारत है उसका फिजिकल डिवीजन 5 हिस्सों में हुआ है. फिजिकल क्या होता है बच्चों? जैसे कि आपका फ्रेंड है, ठीक है, तो फिजिकल उसका कैसा है, उसकी फिजिक्स कैसी है, आप उसके नाक देख सकते हो बड़ी है या छोटी है, उसकी आंख कैसी, उसके कान कैसे, उसके हाथ कैसे हैं. इसी तरह से हम इंडिया का फिजिकल फीचर्स डिवाइड करते हैं कि नॉर्थ में इंडिया में क्या है, नॉर्थ में बहुत सारे माउंटेन्स है, नॉर्दर्न प्लेन्स है. देन वी हैव वेस्ट में बच्चों यू कैन सी रेगिस्तान है, डेजर्ट है. एंड हियर वी हैव द कोस्टल प्लेन. सो कोस्ट उस एरिया को बोलते हैं बच्चों जहां समुद्र और जमीन का मिलन होता है, उसे हम कोस्टल एरिया बोलते हैं. सो हियर वी हैव दिस कोस्टल प्लेन एंड रिमेनिंग पार्ट इज योर प्लेट्यू, पठारी एरिया जिसे हम बोलते हैं. अब हम वन बाय वन डिस्कस करेंगे अबाउट द फिजिकल फीचर्स ऑफ इंडिया. इट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट बच्चों. और बात तो ये है कि बहुत ही ज्यादा ये एक टूरिज्म भी है. जैसे कि अगर कोई नॉर्थ में रहता है, माउंटेन्स में रहता है, तो उसका हमेशा मन करता है कि वो साउथ में जाके देखे कैसी लैंडफॉर्म है, वेस्ट में देखे, ईस्ट में देखे, या ज्यादातर लोग प्लेन्स में रहते हैं. ज्यादा पॉपुलेशन जो है बच्चों वो कहाँ है? प्लेन्स पे है. ज्यादा आपकी पॉपुलेशन प्लेन्स पे है. हियर द मोस्ट ऑफ द पॉपुलेशन ऑफ कंट्री लिव्स, क्योंकि यहाँ खेती अच्छे से हो पाती है बच्चों. सो ज्यादातर लोग प्लेन्स में होते हैं. इसीलिए जब गर्मी होती है तो गर्मी की छुट्टी में वो ज्यादातर नॉर्थ में जाते हैं, हिल स्टेशन में घूमने जाते हैं, क्योंकि उनके लिए पहाड़ जो है वो बहुत बड़ी बात होती है ना, क्योंकि वो पहाड़ आमतौर पर नहीं देखते हैं. ठीक है. Then we have the northern mountains. अब हम सबके बारे में बच्चों एक एक करके पढ़ेंगे. Now the Himalayas are the highest mountain in the world, and this chain of mountains stretches for about 2,400 kilometers from the Kashmir in the west to Arunachal Pradesh in the east. Now these mountains width vary from 240 kilometer at places for to about 320 kilometer, and at the western and the eastern and smaller ranges branch southward from the Himalayas. Here you can see in the picture, they are the greater Himalayas and they have peak. Okay? And they are the lofty Himalayas. Now this mountain chain is made up of three parallel ranges. Here we have mistake. So, right. कौन कौन से हैं बच्चों? थ्री रेंजेस में हमारे माउंटेन्स डिवाइडेड है. ग्रेटर हिमालयाज, लेसर हिमालयाज and outer Himalayas. And in between these ranges, there are beautiful valleys such as Kashmir and Kullu valleys. The greater Himalayas, इन्हें हम हिमाद्री भी बोलते हैं. They are the highest mountain with an average height above 4,877 meter, and the highest peaks of the highest peak are found in this range. Now they are Mount Everest, 8,850 meter. Remember this data always. This is very important. And the Nepal-China border. Then we have Kanchenjunga, 8,586 meter, and on the Indo-Nepal border, and Nanda Devi, 7,820 meter in Uttarakhand. Do you know? क्या आपको पता है? Siachen Glacier is the world highest battlefield. Now this range is permanently covered with snowy and has glacier like Siachen, Gangotri, Yamunotri. So Siachen glaciers on the Indo-Pakistan border is the largest glacier है बच्चों world का, and outside the polar region it is 70 kilometer long. People travel करते हैं these how mountains को that passes the Nathula, Jalipala through Darjeeling on the Indo-Tibet border, and Shipkila through Himachal Pradesh on the Indo-Tibet border. Here you can see the hill station of Mussoorie and the Pir Pinjal in Kashmir. Now the lesser or middle Himalayas और हिमाचल बच्चों ये lie करते हैं in the greater Himalayas. इनकी एवरेज हाइट रेंज करती है 3,600 to 4,500 मीटर, and this range is marked by the fast flowing rivers and streams and steep gorges. Now hill station जैसे कि शिमला है, दार्जिलिंग है, ये यहाँ located है. Outer Himalayas or the Shivaliks from the lowest range with an average height of 900 meter to 1,500 meter. Now this range lies between the northern plains and the lesser Himalayas. It is more marked in the western part and does not reach the east. जो outer Himalayas है बच्चों ये dotted है with the flat valleys or dunes in between such as Dehradun. The valley are highly populated. यहाँ population है बच्चों. In Kashmir, Perpendicular range runs southwest of Himalayas along the Kashmir Valley, and in the northeast, you will find lower hills such as Garo, Khasi, Jaintia hills between Assam and Bangladesh, and the Naga hills between the India and Myanmar. Locate these hills on the physical map of India. Here you can see Himalayan range. Here we have plains. Okay. Now, Indian Northern Plains. Okay. अब हम Northern Plains भारतीय मैदानी क्षेत्र के बारे में पढ़ेंगे. They are vast northern plains stretching south of the Himalayas. Himalayas के south को stretch करके they are from west to east for about 2,400 kilometer, and ये region located between Himalayas in the north and the Peninsula Plateau in the south. Now these are the alluvial plains formed by the river system of Ganga, the Indus and the Brahmaputra. यहाँ सबसे ज्यादा पॉपुलेशन होती है बच्चों, जनसंख्या सबसे ज्यादा यहाँ रहती है. The Ganga plain form the main part of northern plains, and it is watered by the river Ganga, and उसकी tributary है यमुना, गंडक, गोमती, कोसी and Son. Now the Ganga starts at Gangotri glaciers. गंगा कहाँ से शुरू होती है बच्चों? गंगोत्री ग्लेशियर से शुरू होती है in the greater Himalayas and then runs through the lesser Himalayas before entering the plains where it flows slowly. It flows through Uttarakhand, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar and West Bengal. The river then flows into Bangladesh and where it is known as Padma. Now Indus plain जो lie करता है इंडिया के as well as पाकिस्तान में. In India, it forms the western part of northern plains, and this plain is drained by the tributaries of Indus, the Ravi, Bias, Satluj, covering the Punjab and Haryana. Brahmaputra plains form the northeastern part of northern plains covering Assam. This plain is watered by Brahmaputra and इसकी जो tributaries है जैसे कि बच्चों सुबनसिरी एंड धनसिरी ये एंटर होती है बांग्लादेश में जिसे जमुना बोलते हैं, joins गंगा and finally flow into Bay of Bengal. Bay of Bengal में ये finally नदी जाके मिल जाती है. Part of the delta formed by the Ganga and Brahmaputra in Bangladesh extends into West Bengal. Here you can see Satluj River in पंजाब. अब हम बच्चों पेनिनसुलर प्लेटू के बारे में पढ़ेंगे. Here you can see this area. Now also called as Deccan Plateau, इसे हम Deccan Plateau भी बोलते हैं. ये रीजन लाई करता है the south of the northern plains. It has an average height of 300 to 760 meter and slopes down from the west to east. A peninsula is a piece of land जो surrounded है बच्चों तीनों साइड से water bodies से. As this region is surrounded by sea on three sides, it is also called peninsular plateau. Peninsular plateau उसमें है district Malwa plateau in the north, the Deccan plateau in the south, and Malwa plateau बच्चों bounded है Aravalli range से and the northwest, while the Vindhya range marks its southern boundary. To the south of the Vindhyas lie the Deccan plateau. The Western Ghats run along the western edge of the Deccan Plateau, and these are the continuous change of high mountains with the Sahyadris in the north and the Nilgiri. Then we have Anaimalai, Cardamom Hills in the south. Highest peak of the Western Ghats है बच्चों Anaimundi in at the meter of 2695 और ये highest point है South India में. Eastern Ghats, they are discontinuous low ranges that run northeast west along the eastern flank of Peninsular Plateau, and these are intersected by many rivers. Both of the western and eastern Ghats ये मिल जाते हैं बच्चों Nilgiri Hills में, that is also known as Blue Mountain. Here you can see the color of mountain is similar to blue color. Now Peninsular Plateau बच्चों ये water होते हैं by the big rivers Godavari, Mahanadi, Krishna, Kaveri and flows east into the Bay of Bengal and Narmada, Tapi, which flow west into the Arabian Sea. Here. Now the coastal plain and the island, ये क्या है बच्चों ये narrow plains है along with the sea on the west and the Bay of Bengal in the east and border in the Peninsula Plateau. ये Peninsula Plateau का जो border है बच्चों, these are known as coastal plains. These borders. Here you can see Western Ghats and here you can see Eastern Ghats. Okay. Now the eastern coastal plains ये wider है than western coastal plains से and they contain delta Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna and Kaveri. Eastern coastal plains are known as the northern Sarkars in the north and the Coromandel coast in the south. The western coastal plain इन्हें बच्चों Konkan coast बोलते हैं और Malabar coast बोलते हैं in the south. Konkan coast north में and Malabar coast south में. Goa popular among tourists for its beautiful beaches. हम सभी को पता है बच्चों Goa is all famous. Goa is all about beaches that lies on the western coastal plains, Konkan coast, on the eastern coastal plain, Coromandel coast. Then we have Mahabalipuram. ये famous है अपनी beaches के लिए और अपने प्राचीन मंदिरों के लिए. Western coastal plain बच्चों ये marked होती हैं by the salt marshes in the northwest Gujarat, Kochi, a popular port on the western coastal plains. Then Malabar coast is also known as Queen of the Arabian Sea. India's islands lie in two groups to the southwest and the southeast of the mainland. The Andaman Island in Bay of Bengal consists of 204 islands with hills and narrow valley, while the Nicobar Island consists of 19 islands of which some are covered by corals and some are by hills. Then the Lakshadweep Island ये क्या है ये coral island है. Only few islands are inhabited by people. कुछ ही island ऐसे हैं जिसमें बच्चों लोग रहते हैं. India's only volcano, barren island, you're located है Andaman and Nicobar Island में. Here you can see coastal plain Kochi part famous for its beaches. The backwater of Kerala are a network of lakes linked by canals, link Pallor to Arabian Sea. Here we have the Andaman and the Nicobar Island. Here you can see in this picture the capital Port Blair. डू यू नो क्या आपको पता है जो लक्षद्वीप वर्ल्ड है ये एक संस्कृत वर्ल्ड है और इसका मतलब होता है 100,000 आइलैंड्स. अब बच्चों हम पढ़ेंगे ग्रेट इंडियन डेजर्ट के बारे में. Desert is the region of India जो located है west में of the northern plains in the western राजस्थान, जिसे हम थार डेजर्ट बोलते हैं, जिसकी कैरेक्टरिस्टिक है बच्चों सैंडी सरफेस, रेतीय सरफेस है, बालू है, फ्यू हिल्स है एंड शिफ्टिंग सैंड ड्यून्स। ये एक्सटेंड होती है इनटू पाकिस्तान और ये बाउंडेड है ऑन द ईस्ट बाय द अरावली रेंज, on the south by the run of Kutch and on the west by the Indus River. Now, there are several basins containing stationary saltwater. Sambal Lake is India's largest saltwater lake. Here you can see the picture Thar Desert, the Great Indian Desert. Here we have Jaisalmer, Bikaner, and Jodhpur, some of the important cities. Now we have completed our chapter, revised the keywords from the chapter. Let us summarize the chapter once again. So let us discuss few points, remaining points you have to revise and learn it. India is a part of the continent of Asia. India is second most populous country of the world. India is a union of 28 states and 8 union territories. Here we have again mistake. Earlier बच्चों ये data था, but now the data is changed. It is 28 states plus 8 union territories. That's all about this class. Revise the chapter. मैं मिलूंगी आपसे आपकी अब next SST class में. Till then, take care. Bye bye.